Hello everyone. Welcome to the Let Us Lead Masterclass. I'm your host, Vishwadeep Banerjee. As a reminder to all of you, Let Us Lead believes in people centricity and servant leadership. We are trying to build the next generation of managers and leaders here. So if you're not aligned with our mission, then please skip this and move on to other things in life. And those who are aligned with our purpose, you can find me on Facebook and Instagram as well. Let Us Lead recently ventured in the podcasting world as well. And you can find my podcast on Spotify, Anchor, Google Podcast, Amazon Music, Hubhopper, Acast, Breaker, and Khabri as well. All the links are given in the description below. Also note that this masterclass is following up the First Time Managers, a complete guide full-length training course that we completed in 2021. So if you have not gone through that, then I would request you to also go through that course to learn different aspects of management, just to get you going. Alright, let's get started with Let Us Lead Masterclass, taking you to the next level. So today we are starting with our 7th episode of this series, and we're going to discuss about how to create your next in line. How to create basically your backup. Now everyone wants to have a backup, but not everyone have one. You want to go on a vacation, but if you do not have a backup ready, you will not be able to stay away from your phone or laptop during your off time and precious time with your family. Your family will miss you, and on the other hand, your team will also miss you. And you, in turn, will miss your peace of mind. Imagine you getting promoted, but you do not have your backup ready. Imagine you are not feeling well one day, but you do not have anyone to run the show in your absence. I'm personally a great believer in getting your next line ready, even when there is no immediate requirement. And I'm going to share with you today how you can create your backup. I'm sure by now you understand the importance of succession planning. So without wasting much time, let's get straight into the topic. Now, backup creation is a 4-step process, and I'm going to explain to you one by one about these 4 steps in the next slide. But for now, let us see what are these 4 steps. Number 1 is identification. Number 2 is training. Number 3 on this list is delegation and feedback. And finally, number 4 is the handover. Let me now explain to you in detail about all of these 4 pointers, starting with the identification. Now, this is the most important step of succession planning. If you do any mistake here, then all the good work you have done for the team might be washed away, and it will add to your stress. So, take time, observe, and observe. Do not rush a bit. Alignment with your vision, values, and ideals is very, very important here. You're not looking for any mirror image of yourself to follow you. But if value alignment is not there, then in your absence, the team might not experience the consistency in culture. Choose a person that the team respects as opposed to a person that you respect only. Now, this will be a very hard decision for you, but if you keep in mind that unless a person earns respect from the team, getting work done and inspiring the team becomes a very, very difficult job. If you keep this simple thing in mind, making this particular decision would be easier. It is about the team first. You also need to keep in mind that he must be a role model for the team and a potential better version of you. Not like you, not less than you. He has to be more than you, a better version of you. And he must be willing to take up the lead role. This is also very important. This is very important, since if will is not there, no matter how good or skilled he or she is, there inevitably would be a challenge. He will struggle a lot. So you can now very well see how important identification step is, how complicated this is. And that is why I always repeat that observe, and observe. Do not rush. Let us go to the second step, which is training. Now, once you have identified the right guy, you need to start training for the skills and spend time with him or her each and every week, talking about what you do and what needs to be done. Talk to him about the vision and values he should be driving in the team. Talk to him about all the challenging situations that you have faced till now and how you came out of it, or you failed to come out of it. What you learned. Share your experiences. Do not hold back a bit. Talk to him about your failure as well, so he does not repeat the same mistakes that you did. As I said, he needs to be a better version of you. He needs to be better than you. Give him all the necessary contact information, documents, work level instructions, any important links that you might have. Do not miss or hide anything. Do some shadow practice with him, make him comfortable with what you're doing. And last but finally, answer all of his questions and doubts. Now, the third step is delegation and feedback. Now, this you can start post-training, or simultaneously you can also start with the second step. There is no hard and fast rule. So the first thing is you need to delegate the small task at first. Okay, that's the way you should start. You have to start small. Okay, and observe his performance in those small tasks that you have delegated, and give him feedback. Now, if he goofs up on small tasks, allow him to face the challenge himself. All right, it will be a great opportunity for you to see how your backup will manage in your absence. Once he is able to demonstrate ability, start delegating some important tasks to him. Now, here again, if he goofs up on any important task that you are delegating, you should not wait and watch. You should jump in for a fix. Here, you should not think much. Do not take any chances, since a major mistake can cause harm to your project or customer or your team and thus business, right? So do a quick damage control before it gets very nasty. Provide feedback post you have fixed it. Provide feedback to your successor. Ask him or her to try again. You got to increase his or her self-confidence. So asking to try again makes him or her feel trusted. When you are going on a vacation, mark him or her as your backup contact. Let him shoulder responsibility when you are not around. This would be a great learning experience for him and as well as for you, just like a movie trailer before the actual movie comes out, right? So, and again, take feedback from him as well as from the team about how things were when you are not there, right? And if the feedback is not so good, then you have to spend a lot of time in this third step. But if the feedback is good, then it's time to move on to the fourth step, which is handover. Now, if you have done all the 3 steps prior to this properly, then this is the easiest step. Call your team for a meeting and announce your successor. Do not do this over chat or emails. You cannot do that sort of communication. It's a very important communication, so you've got to talk to your team. And if you can go on a video call, or even a face-to-face meeting, if feasible, that will be even better. If you have not done the 3 steps before this properly, then you have to club everything together in this final step, and probability of choosing a wrong successor will be very high in that case. Practically, many managers does this. They just look up their best performer list and select a kind of a yes boss kind of a man among them for this kind of a job, and they just announce them beforehand to the team. So please refrain from doing that kind of a bossed up job. Put immense focus on each of these 4 steps and build your worthy successor. I hope you have learned something today and will share this with more and more management and leadership communities. And I hope you will try out some of the things that got discussed here. Let me know how it goes. Share your experiences. I will try my level best to offer you suggestions and help you out based on any new situation that you might come across. And maybe in that course, I will get to learn something new. Till next time, take care of yourself and your family members. Take care of your team. Goodbye. See you guys soon.